Yes, and you're waking up with Damo here on 4WK. Time for us to get a little bit of history in our ears, and of course we do that with History Out There and Harold Peacock for the first time this year. G'day, mate.
Yes, good morning, Damo. Happy New Year to you and everyone out there.
Yes, did you have a good Christmas break?
Oh, yes, but I was missing you. I was missing you telling me about these stories. And look, we've been talking about possums in the last week or so we've got to go on with that, don't we?
Oh, yes, Dame Edna's favourite saying, hello, possums.
Yeah, Damo, look, you and I were talking about possum hunting. Well, today I thought I'd tell you about possum hunting in Toowoomba. And with the Women's Ashes cricket series against England having started, I'll tell you about the mass destruction that the men's England team did when they came hunting here.
Oh, fair enough. Well, let's get into the possums.
Yeah, look, a century ago, those possums were really plentiful right across the Darling Downs. In the 1926 possum hunting season, yes, there was one, from the Warwick district, there were 3,624 possum skins dispatched to Brisbane. That was just in a month.
Wow.
From Toowoomba City, nearly 300 were sent. And from places within a 30-mile radius of Toowoomba, over 1,800 skins were dispatched, and at least 10,654 skins came from further west. And there was actually good money being made, because one trapper from Crow's Nest, he said that he made £120. Another said that he went out only occasionally after work to make some pocket money, and he made £20, which back then was equivalent of around 6 weeks' wages. So there was good money being made.
Yeah, it was.
But it could, however, be a dangerous occupation. You see, in 1920, the Toowoomba newspapers reported that a possum hunter, Edward Bowden, vanished. Now, Bowden was a First World War veteran. He'd been wounded during the war 3 times and survived, but went possum hunting and was never seen again.
I reckon the possums got him. What do you reckon?
You better be careful out there, that's right. But even though the real carnage happened when the England men's cricket team came to town. And first I'll tell you about in 1897, that's when Mr. Edward Dan, now Dan was a Toowoomba cricketer, and he took a number of the England players possum hunting.
Oh.
Now, Dan later became one of the world's preeminent amateur photographers. But on the possum hunt, they searched by moonlight, and it was a little before 10 o'clock that a possum was sighted and shot by the English cricketer Frank Druce. Now, a regular stampede was made for the carcass because a number of the English cricketers had never seen a possum before. Oh. Now, Druce made a Test cricket debut just weeks later and played some really good shots in the game too, averaging 28 across his 5 tests. Now, meanwhile, the England medium-pace bowler Jack Hearn, he didn't see a possum that night, so he shot a tawny frogmouth owl.
How dare he?
Yeah, I know, on the wing. Now, Hearn was one of the great cricketers of his 3,061 first-class wickets. That's still the most of any bowler of medium pace or better. So the possum hunting and, well, in this case, the owl hunting, it attracted the stars of the game. But it was again in Toowoomba, this time in 1894, that the English really punished the Australian wildlife. You see, the Englishman Bill Lockwood, he was known as an unpredictable and occasionally devastating fast bowler. And so he was the same with his gun that night. He took 2 shots to bring down a possum. And the team didn't stop there because they shot at everything. The tally for the whole England team included 2 possums, 2 koalas, and 3 kookaburras. Now, the kookaburras, they were actually protected by law, and they were bagged by another fast bowler, Johnny Briggs. Now, Briggs became the first man to claim 100 Test wickets just a month earlier. And on this occasion, his teammates were glad that the unfortunate birds that he shot were the only thing that he killed that night. You see, teammate Albert Ward explains, Ward was another English cricketer. He was an opening batsman, had been a Wisden Cricketer of the Year, and was known as the Rothwell Colt early in his career. Now, he complained that Briggs, as well as shooting the kookaburras, claimed other people's kills and even shot the ground.
Oh.
You know, Briggs's gun was waving everywhere. Ward said that when he was walking behind Briggs, he would regularly notice the barrel of Briggs's gun pointing at his head. And Briggs was quite unconcerned, saying, look, it's all right, chap, it's only half-cocked. So they were a dodgy team to take out shooting even 130 years ago in Toowoomba.
It's no wonder we don't like the English cricketers, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. And, of course, the England men's team won that series in 1994-95, 3-2. So let's hope that the Australian women's team fares better this year to avenge the death of those possums, koalas, kookaburras and owls in Toowoomba all those years ago.
And whatever we do, let's not take them out shooting.
No, that's right. And if you do, don't give them a gun because they'll just point it everywhere.
It's how they play cricket, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, we can't comment. Let's wait until after the series.
You what? If the phones were working properly, it would have lit up by now. It's a great story, mate, about our possum hunting and the England cricketers who came to town and tried their hand at it and took aim at everything. Mate, we can catch this story where?
Yeah, look, you can go online to historyouthere.com, but you can also see me in links at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube, historyouthere.com.
Fantastic, mate. Appreciate it, and we'll look forward to yet another great local history story next week.
Thanks, Damo. See you then.
There we go. Harold Peacock from historyouthere.com. Check out that story and many others on the website. We'll take a break. Back with more in a moment.